Here we go, guys.
And we're on. Wait, just do the count-in.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to the Borderline Podcast.
It doesn't have one that's like... Yeah.
I make amazing woodblock sounds with my with my mouth. Touch your tongue to that battery. Was that recording? Yeah, that was awesome.
Welcome to the Borderline Podcast, episode number...
16. 16 weeks we're doing this. I'm going to start every podcast off by going, this many weeks we've been
Yeah,
doing
jeez.
this. Yeah, I think on number 2 I went, 2 podcasts.
2 weeks.
We have done something
Twice.
for 2 weeks.
Would you look at that? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I was hoping that we could brainstorm an idea for like a small TV show that I could do for a class.
Okay.
Maybe we could make it something all the time. I don't know.
Okay.
If it's good enough, then I would love to. But I brought a little notebook that I carry around with me at work all the time.
Okay.
That I write ideas down in.
This guy over here prepared.
Opened it.
Oh, just joking.
No, I write them
Oh.
and I never look at them again.
Oh.
It's also filled with lists of pet food bags that I need to put onto the floor. So it goes like list, ideas for coffee TV show, podcast ideas.
Oh, you got podcast ideas on there?
Yeah.
What do those sound like?
A jamming podcast called Riff Around the Edges.
Oh, like literal, like ideas for whole podcast, not like ideas
yeah,
for
but
this.
no, it's like stuff we could have done.
Yeah.
Like stuff we could do on this. It wouldn't
Yeah.
make a big deal. Ideas for the coffee show again. Ribs on a date, which one was funny? The tandem bike.
Is that about a skeleton who goes on a date?
No, like a girl who orders ribs on a date and eats them disgustingly. Or a boy, doesn't matter.
I like
wanna
the
be
girl.
sexist.
I like the girl doing it better. That's funnier.
I wrote Gertie with a check mark next to it.
Wait, where?
No clue what that means.
Gertie.
Yep. Tim. Large. Orc. Large.
What is that?
I don't know. It's small animal food.
Gertie is?
Gertie Guinea Pig. It's a brand.
Oh.
It's a dumb brand. I don't... Dude, looking at these again, like... Big Mech. Good idea.
That's
my
funny.
circles of friends. You can't see this, but there's 4 separate circles. One says Gus. One says friends. One says people I know on the internet. And one says future famous friends. And none of my circles of friends touch, so they're all like separate existing things.
Yeah, that's how it is for me too.
That was a funny joke. That is how it is for you, actually. The only one of those that exists in my real life is my cat one, Gus.
In the Friends one. They all exist.
Yeah, I do watch the show Friends. You're right.
You have internet friends.
I do. Future famous friends technically exist.
That's debatable, I think.
No, it's not. That's the funny thing is it's not. Oh, dude, more coffee show. Fire hedge into the window. Did I tell you that? It's at the place that I work. They trained us that the proper way to use a firework by standard at our work.
A firework?
A fire height.
Extinguisher.
Extinguisher.
Okay, you told me this then.
Yeah.
When you said fire hydrant, so I was like, I don't know what that is.
No.
Okay.
Fire extinguisher is to just throw it right through the window and run out. So I had the idea that there's like a small fire at the shop and like the guy immediately rips it off. No, it's the smoke is filling the room and he goes to smash it and he takes it and he bashes the window, but it just bounces off the window and doesn't break it and it's stuck in there still.
That's funny.
You can never be too safe. That's why I always use 2 condoms is written down in here. Funny joke, I guess. Drinking soda through a spray bottle. Thank you, Jason. You told me that one time.
I did?
Yep.
I don't remember that. Did I say I did that?
No.
Oh.
Here I come, Chris Cobain. A friend that pretends like he it's supposed to be.
It's like a Nirvana poser.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some poser guy, and they go to his funeral. They say his last words before he killed himself were, "Here I come, Chris Cobain," and they're all like trying to be nice, and they go like, Jesus.
That's pretty. That's
I like
funny.
that one.
Yeah.
Web
funny.
show, uncomfortable couch, where the couch slants towards the middle. No, that's stupid.
So what is this thing that
I have to make a 5-minute, like a fake TV show, kind of. It could be like an interview.
Can you just turn this in?
No, but it does. I can put a 30-second commercial in, so I thought I would edit a bunch of this together for a 30-second thing for a commercial for our podcast. Why not?
That'd be cool.
Then the like 10 kids in my class will see it. We'll get 10 more views. Maybe like 7. Little Predator is in here. Little Predator is brilliant. If I could make that my idea, I would. But I can't. I don't have the means.
Wait, does
or
the
rights.
TV show have to be like a talk show?
I think so. Yes. Like a multi-camera shot talk show where I'm like the floor manager and the director of it.
Does it have to be, is the thing about it, it has to be multi-camera?
Yeah.
So couldn't you do like a sitcom, like a Friends type thing? And still have it be multicam?
I think I could. I should bring in an idea like that then for 5 minutes though.
Like it just, yeah.
Yeah, I
why
mean, I
not?
could.
Just
I'll
like a
bring in
little
an
sketch.
idea like that, and then I'll bring in another one that's like an interview style show. Then,
Yeah.
The uncomfortable couch one was where they have a couch that like the host who's like, I don't know, like weird, like kind of like Zach Galifianakis, like Between Two Ferns kind of a thing.
Uh-huh.
But when you sit on the couch, it's like bowed so that they like roll together, and they're always touching. They're like, oh. Yeah. Through the entire thing, they're like, "Can you stop like sitting next to me?" But he, yeah, it's not as funny when I say it out loud. Long-time viewer, first-time caller on the first episode. You said that, which was really funny.
Wait, first episode of this?
No, you said I wanted to do like that fake interview show, and you said you thought it'd be funny is in the very first one where they're like, they say like the first episode ever, like this is great. Someone like calls it and says like, oh, long time viewer, first time caller.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's like totally fake. Like either that or that guy's an idiot.
I have a couple stand-up bits written in here.
What
One
do you?
about polygamy.
Oh my god, don't even do that.
No, it's hilarious. What I have written down, I'll read it. Every woman's dream because all your kids are related. You get to complain about the same guy to each other. You get banged on the regular, and but it's bad for the guy because all their periods sync up probably. I don't
Or
know a
worse,
lot
they
about
don't sync up.
So
Oh, wait.
one is-
it. No, that's like one terrible week. Oh, I could put another commercial in there for a thing called Tweak Squad, which is a bunch of guys who do all your leftover drugs for you when you decide you don't want to do them anymore. They just like come to your house and do them. for
It's like
you.
the A team that rushes in and like
Yeah,
there's
they
like
look
4.
just like the Geek Squad, man. They like rush.
Oh,
they do all the
sick.
drugs
Oh,
and they,
Tweak
like,
Squad.
spend all
Okay,
the time
yeah.
in the person's house. I thought that could be a good commercial.
That's funny.
I think it was
Tweak Squad.
Yeah, and then I have the optometrist for the San Jose Sharks. He left his business card in my store on accident. Swooped that up and taped it to the back. Dreams. One day I'll have the same eyesight as a shark.
I don't think that's what that
A
means.
hammerhead shark on 2 sides. My peripherals will be unmatched. So it needs to be a fake TV show. I would like to come up on the podcast for all to hear. Also, this is intellectual property. If you fucking steal this, that's illegal. Because I think that's it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. No one's
I
gonna
think
want
I
these.
think you still have to patent it as an
intellectual property?
Yeah.
That's I don't care that much. Like,
Yeah, you still have to patent it
okay. Well,
or trademark it at least.
TM then.
I don't know if trademark and patent are the same process or different or
Let's edit this. Can you edit this so this part comes after where I say all ideas I said earlier or we said TM? So like I say Capri Sun now, and then at the end it says TM. So now I own Capri Sun.
Wait, I have to edit TM. Wait,
Just
I'm
me
not gonna
saying.
edit anything. I'm not gonna edit
Yeah,
anything.
who cares? Who cares? That's a dumb thing. Okay, so
Dude, I'm a victim of fraud.
what? Okay.
Of credit card fraud. Make a show about that.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! How?
I don't know. That's a good fucking question. I've
Okay,
never
that's
even
dumb.
won.
Did it happen today? I feel
Yeah.
like it's very fresh.
No, I mean I don't know if it happened today. It might have happened. I think it said the 8th.
You got
Uh-huh.
credit card fraud?
Yeah, on my credit card that I've never used before. I don't get it.
Ooh, what was it?
At Subway.
Are you sure you didn't go and you don't remember?
Yes. Do I ever want Subway? No.
He hates Subway.
And I've never used my credit card before. Like I have it activated, but I've just never used
Wow,
it.
what the fuck?
And it was on there. I was like, how do they get that?
How much?
information? It wasn't that much. It was only like $4 or $5.
And it was on the 8th.
I think that's what it said. The 8th.
Did you call your?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I called them
And
today.
they were like, "Yo,
yeah. They just took it off. They
man,
just
are
took,
you sure you don't like Subway?"
They just took it off. Yeah, I was like,
I
yes.
eat there almost
man,
every day.
It's not that I don't like Subway. It's just that I don't go to Subway ever. She's like, okay, man, but you should really start going. That doesn't have
That
anything.
meatball marinara.
Okay, I get it. It's
Mhm.
good. I know that Subway. Can you?
I don't
please,
even mind I'm spilling on my work
Please
shirt.
just help me with this fraud situation, ma'am. Like, how did you get a job at Visa? How did you get a job here?
Visa.
That's what it is.
Is it? Oh yeah, you go to B of A, huh?
Yeah.
No, don't say you don't need. You don't need a victim of credit card fraud.
Yeah, who cares? I don't think that matters, does it?
I don't know.
I don't know how'd they get that information though. Like,
How did they?
I don't know, but
Yeah, and you didn't use it once.
no,
Because sometimes, like, if you use it as a gas station, people could steal it. from
no,
there.
I never used it once. That was the only charge on the credit card.
Dude, let me just have someone interview you about credit card fraud, and you'll try to be really serious, and the person will ask you questions like that, and you're like, "Can you stop?"
Like
This
you
is
did.
Really?
That's kind of funny. Like, wait, you've never been to Subway? No, that's not what I said.
We have someone in here, and the camera, take camera 3, and it, like, on the other side of the couch, who loves Subway, and they, well, it's like on this episode of Louie, he fake goes on TV, because there's the Christians Against Masturbation, who are on Fox News, and they're interviewing them, and they're doing like a debate thing, and he's the only person that they could get to come on to defend masturbation. So it says Louis C.K. masturbator. That's it. And it was so funny.
Can you like? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like worried because I applied for the credit card and I was supposed to get it. I got like my first envelope where like tells me, and then I was supposed to get the second envelope with my card, and I still haven't gotten it yet.
How long ago was that?
Like I got the first. I was supposed to get it at the same time. I got it last week. So I'm like worried somebody like took my credit card out of like the mailbox or the envelope. And, like,
No,
gave
it
me
comes
my
in an
card.
unmarked envelope. They wouldn't know that it's a credit card in there.
I got an unmarked one, but there was no credit card.
And I
in
think
it.
you have to activate it. So
Oh, you got an unmarked
Yeah,
one?
but
Or-
it's just like
I don't know. Well, whatever. If there is fraud, it was so easy. I just called them and said like, "Yo, there's fraud on here." Like,
that's a real testament to your provider, and I think that's really cool.
not really. I mean,
No,
it
it's
is.
sick that they well.
It is sick that they just like got rid of it, but like,
are they gonna give you a new card?
yeah, they're gonna give me a new card, but the fact that they just like,
willy nilly were like, okay.
yeah, and they would do that to anybody that calls. Like, they
So
could have
funny,
really.
They have like a picture of you, and you're like, and they're like, yeah, okay. They just like they Dr. Sharps or something. Like,
No, like-
this guy needs the money. Like, who gives a shit?
Like they really would, like, even if I had gone to Subway, I could have called them and said like, I didn't do that, and they would have gotten rid of it. And that's happened like at the salon at like my old job. Like, people have charged a credit card, come in and run a credit card, and then called.
And said, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not even 10.
Yeah, exactly. And they just like, so it's kind of a
It
testament
sucks, man.
to like Visa, but at the same time, it's like, it's not really.
That's the world that we live in, though. Like,
Yeah, it's such a
that's
weird
why, like,
thing.
it's. I don't like the whole credit thing.
I don't
like
either,
the credit
dude.
thing. I don't like the debit card thing. Like,
Yeah, and
I
you
feel
know,
like we should be paying with cash. That's why, like, because when I pay with cash, I'm like, whoa, that was like a
a
lot.
real thing. Yeah.
Like, but when I'm like, who gives a shit?
Dude,
This
and like,
plastic card is going to be paying for me today.
you know
Like,
what else is heck of annoying is like about like the world we live in. Like, it's like I was like asking the lady. I was like, "Do you think that She was like, which I don't know if this is true. It seems a little bit far fetched and a little bit like sci-fi. But I was like,
Okay.
how did they get my information? I was asking her that. Like, I've never once swiped this card anywhere.
Yeah.
I've never typed the numbers into the computer. Nothing. Nobody even knows that I have this thing really. Like, how did they get my information off of it? Like, how did they use it? And she was like, well, I've heard of things happening where like people can scan your wallet from outside of from far away.
Like we live in the fucking Terminator.
Yeah, like how do they do that?
It's just
No,
that.
they seriously do. Like they don't scan it from far away, but if they walk by you, they have like a magnet thing that like reads your barcode.
Okay, if that's the truth, if that's the case, I asked the lady. I was like, okay, if that is what happened,
Where do I buy one?
should I? No. Yeah, she was like, well, we sell them at Visa.com, so.
This is how we make up all the money that we lose giving it back to you guys.
Yeah, seriously. No, so I was like, if that's the case, if somebody, that seems like magic. If somebody walked by and got my credit card information.
Mine free.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Chris Angel just, like, walked by. He doesn't have a show anymore.
Yeah,
He needs the money.
he's still trying to like do stuff. So he did it to me, and then I like walked out, and then he was like, and then he like turned around and like was gonna reveal it to me, but I was already gone, and he was like, mine for. And he's like, fuck,
And
I've
he
just.
turned around and there was like a subway right there.
He just walks in. No,
Dude, Jason Buckowitz, you look just like Chris Angel. And he goes, mine free.
and you sound just like him too. No, so I was like, to the
He's
lady,
dead.
if this is possible, if scanning my credit card from outside of me
Yeah.
is possible, should I be worried? Should I be like, is it possible that any of my other debit cards got like compromised? And she was like, oh, I can't answer that question for you. And I was like, why not? She's like, well, I work in the credit department. You're gonna have to call the debit department. And I was like, you can't just tell me this? Like, why
You
can't
can't lean over your fucking cubicle and go, "Hey, Sue,
I was like,
this account number, blah, blah, blah." See, and she goes, "Ooh, his car got nabbed.
yeah,
Also here."
yeah, like that. And I was like, why? Like, she was like, you're gonna have to call them and do it through the debit department thing. I was like, you can't just tell me if you think I should get a new debit card, like order
Yeah,
a new
like-
debit card. And they're like, sorry, I can't do it. It's like not my like.
Job.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like her department, her like jurisdiction.
So she shouldn't give you advice.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
fair.
like-
I mean, at my job, they say like, look, even if you know you're 100% right, like, do not give off the box recommendations.
Still, that
And
is
that's fair.
but that's such like a that's so like that is so like I don't want to say like inhumane, but like it's not human.
No, I know.
It's
And
like such a divide. Like
you know why that is?
same thing like when I cut my eye, we call the and I understand it, I get it, but like it's just so like
You cut your eye?
yeah, I cut my eye and I didn't know
What
if
were
like
you doing?
me and Avila were like play fighting and like a star fell off the wall and like cut my eye.
Is it what, you play like wrestling, or are you like, whoa?
You know, yeah, like pretending to punch each other.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
awesome. You guys,
Filming at the same time.
you
Yeah.
guys do okay.
We were filming.
You can say I was filming. It changes everything.
Yeah, I know, but it's funnier to say just we're play fighting. Just like me and Apple, like,
Like Avila was dressed as Donatello, and she was
Yeah.
like swinging her
It's like,
staff
"I'm Donatello!"
around, and she hit you across the eye with it. Just
No,
busted you
no,
clean open.
I
And she was like, "Don't tell, don't tell."
Yeah,
you cut his eye on a star.
We
You
won't
cut
be
your
we
little
won't be able to
star.
do this
You're
anymore.
like-
No, I cut it and we called Avila's like thing just to like ask like should we come into the doctor's like
Yeah. Well,
because
we
I
have a
didn't.
different company. I
Yeah,
called
she
my
she has
company.
Kaiser and I have something else. I don't Valicare.
Okay.
And like and we were I was just calling like to ask for like
Medical
just like-
advice.
Medical advice.
Yeah, advice,
You gotta
like-
go into the hospital.
yeah, like
yes or no.
I scratched my. It's like a cut. It's bleeding. Like my
Yeah.
eye is bleeding. Do you think I should go to the emergency room, or at least to the hospital? And she was like, I can't answer that for you. I was like, why? And she was like, because you're not your insurance doesn't. You're not covered by your insurance for like Kaiser's not under your insurance. And I was like,
So I can't help you literally at all.
yeah, that's exactly
Not
what it
even
was.
as a human.
I was like, you can't just like tell me like yes or no, like oh, I like personal opinion, like just oh,
That
I would
sucks,
go,
man.
I would go to the doctors. It's like that type of thing is so like, it's so stupid. Why can't you just like say?
So many people now sue.
I know that's fucking
No,
dumb.
it's we talked about this on the CarCast
Did we?
as a joke with Parks and Rec, where I said like, there's a joke on the show where the woman goes like, there was a sign that said not to drink the water, so I made tea with it instead, and now I have an infection, and it's like because that's real, because that is
God,
that's
dude.
how people actually act.
Dude, people are so fucking stupid, dude. I
I have people
seriously.
return stuff to my work daily. Empty bag of dog food. My dog didn't like it. I want my money back.
Yeah.
And we do it. And we
Because we
just
have to.
well, it's
And-
not even that I have to. Like my company just says, "Look, we're gonna give you that lenient of a policy, so you don't have to deal with it, and you can just say okay."
Yeah.
Right? No,
But I-
at CVS, it was like beauty guarantee. If they don't like it, we have to return it. All these people are buying all this shit. I'm like, oh, ate the whole thing. I was like, you know what, this was bad. I was like, then why did you
Yeah.
finish
No.
it?
Exactly. Because I wanted to see if the top half was better. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and then-
shit like that, or like, well, then okay, then what's stopping me from going and buying a really nice dress for prom, wearing it to prom, and fucking returning it?
People do that.
Yeah.
But now
that's
they
really
say
smart.
now like prom like websites that sell prom dresses they say no
They say
returns.
no, yeah.
Well,
'Cause people do
but it's
that.
shit. People do that shit all like everyone is so fucking sue happy all the time. And it makes me
Dude.
want to blow my fucking brains.
It's so
out.
fucking annoying. How like
Even
that's like such a
'Cause I don't
se-
return
that's such like a
hey,
s-
unless it's obviously broken. Like,
Yeah.
I go like, well, shit.
Yeah,
like, I spent my
dude.
money on it. Like I understand
Dude.
that when I buy something, it is not the seller's obligation to literally cater to every single whim I could possibly ever have.
it's such like a self-righteous self like it's this what is it? It's like a
It's a self-righteous thing,
yeah, but there's another word that starts with
not self-aware.
yeah, that's
like-
the good one. Not self-aware. It's like a it's like a it's just like the just
like
like
a
they
spoiled
like a yeah, it's entitlement. It's like an
yeah.
entitlement thing. It's like
No,
dude,
totally.
and it's so fucking annoying. Like,
it's-
dude,
Like my stepmom, like whenever something happens, she goes, you know what, you can sue them. Like,
Yeah.
The first thing that comes out of your mouth is sue them. Like seriously.
That's,
She's like,
um,
yeah, I'm that upset. Like you don't have to sue them for anything.
I very unapologetically like to just bash the baby boomer generation because I think that they're all fucking terrible and I don't give a shit because they all are terrible.
Wait, what is the baby boomer generation like?
People born after World War II up to like 1960 something.
Oh, so pretty old, like.
Yeah,
Okay.
older people. Yeah, all those people who feel very entitled about everything and went through the whole civil rights movement and also started 3 wars and experienced the greatest period of economic growth ever. They feel very entitled. Community even makes a joke about it, and it was so smart, where to get the older guy, Pierce, on their side to join Glee Club, they sing a song called Baby Boomer Santa, where they just give baby boomers literally credit for every single thing in history. And his only line in the song is, you're welcome for everything in the world. And it's like, fucking, yeah, that's it. And then our generation, which comes from them, was raised by that. So obviously, like, it's like fucking built into us. We didn't learn it like they did, but it doesn't make it an excuse. We're still like that.
Dude.
And that drives me insane.
Yeah.
But I unapologetically will bash them because that's the people who say, this isn't, their life was really, really good because everything was fucking golden for them. And that's why everything is the way it is now, where it's just fucking in the toilet because it was like, no consequences, do what you want. If something doesn't work out, that's the thing's fault and it has to be returned to you.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing is your fault. That drives me fucking insane.
That drives me fucking insane. I want to start a company that is based on the fucking exact opposite of that. And I want to have
where it's just like, hey.
I want to have, like, I want to know that, like, the product is good so that I can tell the employees, like, you can be a dick to people and people will still buy the product. Like, obviously the people they're being a dick to probably won't buy the product, but
that's not who's the product's for.
Yeah, exactly. It's the product is good enough for, like, everybody else, but then those few dicks that come in, like, oh, I want to return this, they can just be like, fuck, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you your money back for this. You bought it, and it was your fucking fault, and you should have thought about the purchase more
exactly.
if you were going to. And then, like, dude, I want that so fucking bad.
Dude, I've gotten to the point where at my work, I know this isn't great, which is, I think I've said where I work before, but I'm not going to say it now. Because I literally,
you said it in this podcast.
No, I've said I work at a pet food store.
Oh.
Petco.
Okay.
I work for Petco. So anyway, I don't want to sound really self-righteous here, but I know a lot about pet food because I took the time to meticulously read all the things and go to my week-long 45-hour training on every fucking thing in the world, food-wise, that we carry. And, like, I constantly have to be doing, like, worksheets and stuff about products and just general health of pets. That is my job. And it's cool, and I like learning about it because I feel like I know a lot. So when someone doesn't listen to me at work blatantly, I get so mad.
Yeah.
That I'll literally, like, be in the middle of a conversation, they'll go, well, and I just go, like, and I walk away, and I just go, like, well, okay. Are you not going to listen to me?
Yeah.
That's fine. Or, like, some lady was like, oh, look at my dog's foot. It stepped on a nail. I put some of that gel on it to stop the bleeding, but I think it might be infected. What should I do? And I was like, oh, just take it to the vet, you know? Like a normal thing. Like, they'll be able to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
And then she was
I'm
like,
a vet.
ugh, I'm not going to take it to the vet. That's so much money. And I was like, if you stepped on a nail, what would you do? And she was like, I would go to the hospital. And I was like, that's an animal hospital. And she was like, no, that's too much money. God, dude, can you just give me something that'll fix it? And I was like, no, sorry. Or I've told people, I can't sell you this in good conscience. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lady took flea medicine, and she would buy the large dog dose and split it between her 2 chihuahuas. And I was like, hey, I cannot believe your animals are alive. That's significant nerve damage. You're gonna kill them. And she was like, I've done it a million times. And I was like, again, I'd like to reiterate, I cannot believe your dogs are alive. I'm not going to sell you this.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, ask another employee in the store. I will tell them not to. If you want me to, I can help you find the right thing, which is literally this box right here. And yeah, it's maybe a little bit more expensive.
You're not gonna kill your dog.
Your dogs will die.
Yeah,
but,
dude.
like, I take stuff back all the time that they just go like, well, my dogs don't like, or it gave my dog diarrhea. And I go, okay, well, did you mix the foods that you were feeding it before because they get digestive upset really easily because they don't have, like, we can eat food everything different we want and not experience that. But if you switch a dog's food, like, one day it's eating this kibble and the next day it's eating a kibble that's even, like, similar, they'll get fucking diarrhea.
Yeah.
They just will. And so I go, well, did you do that? And they go, no. And I go, I told you to. I did tell you that. It
Yeah.
says so on the bag.
Yeah,
Did
dude.
you read it?
That's
No?
that's that, like, That's that.
I don't
like,
have to do things.
Yeah, that like self-entitled, that fucking
And I'll be
self-entitled
No.
fucking human being, dude. It's so fucking.
And I'll be
annoying.
honest, like in the morning, I feel like that where I wake up and I go, I want a life where I can just hang out at home and not have to do things. And like I think about that all the time. And I think like it seems good for a week. Like in the moment when I'm in the bed in my bed at 5:30 in the morning and I have to get up to go to work, I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to go. But like that's a little bit of that entitlement thing, and I have that too. I like judge people on things that I shouldn't. That's dumb and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean everybody does have a little bit of self-entitlement, but I'm not gonna fucking make somebody else's life.
Shitty.
Yeah, because of it. Like, dude, that's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid, dude. That's so fucking annoying.
Prime
Seriously.
example. I would like to give a shout out, another story from me, to the Musician's Friend, the online music retailer, because I ordered a pedal from them, and I had, well, I mean, I guess it was justified. I'm gonna self-justify it.
Okay.
I ordered a pedal from them, and the box came in the mail, like a guitar pedal, and the pedal wasn't in there. It was just a power supply for the pedal, in like the pedal's box. Obviously a mistake. So I just called them and was like, yo, you sent me this wrong. I need the pedal. And that one would happen to be sold out, so they were like, okay, well, we'll send us it back, we'll exchange it, we'll send you the new one, and that's that. And I was like, awesome. Thank you so much. They argued with me a little because obviously, like, I could have taken the pedal out of the box and been like,
Yeah.
you didn't send me this.
Yeah, and that's
which is
fucked
fair.
because but that's fucked that they even have to do that. Like the fact that there are people that do that.
Yeah, well, and then my counter argument was, well, you weighed the box in your manifest and it said 0.2 pounds.
Yeah.
So I doubt that a fucking metal encased pedal was in there.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Yeah.
So they took it back, super easy, and they sent me the next pedal, and that pedal was broken. And so I called them very, very mad. And I yelled a lot, but I finished it saying, I know this isn't personally your fault. You have to understand I'm just really mad. Like, please don't take this personally.
Yeah.
I know I'm being kind of irrational about it. And they're like, we're going to take the pedal back no matter what, man. Like, you don't have to freak out. And I was like, okay, well, this shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
But you don't control that, so why am I mad at you? Why am I yelling? Or like when I saw the iPhone thing, I think I talked about it, where I saw all those people in line for the iPhone, and I was like, what the fuck? That's so dumb. Why are you doing that? Like, why? It's gonna be there. You don't need to get it right then. And then literally a guy came on the news and was like, it's just a fun thing. Like, I made some friends in line. Like, I got the new iPhone. It was cool. Like, I had fun. And I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm a dick. Why do I feel that way?
That's different though. Than,
Is
like,
it? I feel like it's not.
Well, the iPhone thing is kind of different. Like, that's different than the pedal thing. Like, the pedal thing is related, but the iPhone thing I feel like is a little different. Like,
well, I'm just saying it's my mentality of like of me going like, I'm like better than you. Why are you doing that? That's dumb.
yeah, I guess.
I would say loosely related, but it's not
Yeah.
like on your credit card. Like, I won't help you as a person thing.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
And even the pedal situation, like, at least you told the guy, like, I'm sorry I'm yelling at you. Like, I understand it's not your fault. I just need to yell.
Yeah.
Like, at least that happened.
You're
and
gonna
at
be
least
my emotional fluffer. for
at
the
least
day.
the guy had like the ability to realize that, like,
That's what made.
at
it
least
so
you
cool.
gave the guy the ability to know that you're not yelling at him. Like, he could have taken it still personally, but at least you told him, listen, buddy, I'm not pissed at you individually. I'm just upset at the fucking situation. Like, I don't know.
I just don't get, where do people get off doing that? Like,
Yeah, dude.
When someone's yelling at like some fucking person at McDonald's, some guy fucking in the middle of this crazy ass rush the other week, that he ordered 5 separate orders of large things for him and his buddies, and continued to just like harass all the workers. It took fucking 20 minutes to do his order of my 30-minute lunch, and I was of course fucking behind him. And then he was like, yo, I need some more napkins, and the guy like grabbed some and put them down there, and he went, hey, did you buy these napkins? Like, to the guy who like gave him them. And he was like, no. And he's like, then quit acting like you own them. And he like turned around to look at me, and I was like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. Like, and he was like, and I was like, why do you have to do that? Like, go back to working your fucking construction ass job, dude. You're not better than them. I hope you're happy. And then he left with his 5 bags of fucking like McDoubles. And I was like, fuck that guy, man. I'm sorry that you get treated that way,
Yeah.
McDonald's workers. And they just like handed me my bag, and I was like, I'll just leave. Like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I used to work at obviously I used to work at CVS, and I went to the other CVS, and I still had my employee card. I didn't have like a new card. So when I went there, I was being nice to the cashier. I was like, oh, I used to work here. They didn't give me a new card. I don't want to get the discounts. I don't work here. Having a normal conversation, like being really nice because I used to work there. And this guy next to me throws his stuff on the thing and is watching me while I'm talking to this girl. And I look over, and I'm still talking to her, and I'm, just being nice.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I hope you have a nice night. And then he looked at me, and I I hope you have a nice night. And I left. And I was
Yeah,
like,
see,
fucking
people.
asshole.
Why do you gotta do that?
Yeah.
Why do you own these napkins? What the fuck? No, you're still rude though.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, it's fucked.
Please.
I had a situation like that happen to me in Kohl's. I was returning something. I don't remember. I think I was trying to return something that I got
I got a good story about this too.
that I got like a long time ago. Like it was like a long time ago. Like I had got it for Christmas from my aunt. I remember what it was. It was like a radio. Cool. And I remember seeing it at Kohl's like around Christmas time, and I was
got the radio.
and I was trying to return it like in like April or something, or like May or June.
It's
or something.
been a while.
Yeah, it had been a long time, and so I went to return it because I was like low on cash and I just needed some money.
Fair.
And the lady in front of me, dude, was belligerent, dude, screaming at this poor lady, just like I don't even know about what, like get your man, like just so fucking rude. And the situation finally like ended, and then I like walked up and was like trying to return the radio that was like it was gonna be like kind of like a situation where it was like I could tell the lady.
It was gonna be a tiff.
The lady was like, when she scanned it and she saw on the computer that like it wasn't like in the computer, because that's the end of the story was that I tried to return the radio and it wasn't in the system, so they couldn't.
They just couldn't physically do it.
Yeah, and I saw on her face right after this lady had just screamed at her for like 10 minutes. She sees on the computer like it's not in the system, and she just was like. She was so defeated, and she just like looked at me, and I was like, "It's fine."
Like
I was like, "Don't, I'll take it.
My radio,
I'll keep it." Yeah, I was like, "I'll keep the radio. Like, don't fucking worry. Like, please, just have a good rest of your day. Like,
yeah, man.
Don't go home and kill yourself, please. I'm begging you." And like, I didn't say that. Obviously, I was thinking that, but dude, the look on her face was just like, "No, I just want to go home. I don't want to deal with this anymore."
I get that. I was in Victoria's Secret with Victoria a couple months ago. I don't remember even the context of why we were there. I think she was just fucking returning something, or she must have been. But this lady was behind us in the line, which had there was 3 cashiers, all fucking doing things. And then we were in front of her, and she was behind us, and there was a bunch of other people in line. And they're fucking working fast, like normal retail speed. You don't have to be upset.
Yeah.
And I know this lady keeps going, and she's tapping her foot in her fucking platform flip flop.
Platform flip flop.
I vividly remember it. In her
That's
fucking
high class
all Victoria's Secret fucking tracksuit. She looks disheveled. She's got 2 bags in her hand. She's like, God. And then so Victoria goes up to buy something, or whatever she was doing, and I kind of stood back because I was like, I'm gonna say something to this bitch. I just needed to say something first so I can do it, so I don't just unprovoked go fuck you.
Yeah.
But I was very mad from just having this woman breathe on my neck and tap her foot, because I wanted to turn around and be like, are you fucking having a seizure?
Yeah.
Please stop. So then their fucking manager comes out and goes, hey everyone, sorry it's taking a while, we had an issue with the cash register, trying to get through it as fast as we can, thank you guys for waiting.
Yeah.
And he goes, are you okay, ma'am, to her? And she goes, I just need to hurry up. I've been waiting in line for a solid 10 minutes now, and this is just getting ridiculous. And I turned around, I was like, you don't need to be rude. They're going as fast as they can, okay? Thank you. And she was like, you watch what you're saying. I got a sick dog in the car. And I was like, why the fuck are you in here? You have a sick dog in your car? It's the middle of summer. It's dead. Are you fucking happy? I was just like, Jesus Christ, lady. I was like, I'm sorry, but you're being fucking ridiculous. You should probably just leave. And she was like, just mind your own fucking business, and turned around, and I wanted to take her bag and just rip all the tags off and go, you can't return this now, sorry. But then we left, and Victoria was like, what was going on? And I was like, that fucking bitch right there thinks that she owns this place, but she doesn't. I'm the king of public confrontation. As soon as I see a little thing like that, I go, here I go, and my heart starts to race, and I go, I'm gonna do this. Hey! And I freak out. Even if it's someone oh, you're out of ketchup. dang it, I go, hey, fuck you, man. These guys are all working really hard. They just ran out of ketchup. Is that your fucking problem? And he's like, I just
wanted some
I'm
ketchup.
sorry. Like, I feel like in Hey Arnold when he learns kung fu and that guy goes to ask him where the bus stop is and he just beats the shit out of him. The guy like walks away crying. He's like, I just wanted over the bus stop. I feel like that's gonna be me one day because I'm gonna like freak out and think someone's doing it. I do that especially. I do that a lot with Starbucks people because like that's near and dear to me because I was that person getting yelled at for 3 years. Yeah. So I see that and I just go like,
That's like that's like one thing that I really liked about like skateboarding was like going somewhere and then like having somebody be a dick to me. Like,
oh really?
First, like,
just, like
yeah, they're a dick to me first because they've got like the idea in their head that I'm just like some punk kid riding my skateboard
the
around.
connotation that skateboarding gives.
And so like,
unfortunately,
before even doing anything, before asking me to leave, before asking me not to skateboard, before asking me to walk my skateboard, whatever they were gonna ask me to do, they were always just well, not always, but when there was people who were just like just mean right in the beginning.
4 eyes off the skateboard, and you're like, "Are you what,
dude? Oh, I just took full advantage of those situations, dude. And that was so much, dude. It felt great, dude.
It
like,
doesn't it,
dude? Calling like full-grown men like assholes and dicks. Like I remember there was one guy and like I fell off my skateboard and it rolled away, and he like walked out and he like put his foot on it and he like took it from me, and I like walked up and I was like like. Could I like just nice like, oh thanks man, like thought he was like grabbing it and like giving it back to me, and he like wouldn't give it back, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, get out of here. And I was like, dude, give me my skateboard. He's like, I've been hearing you guys skateboard out here for 30 minutes or however long, an hour.
Do you like work at a place around there?
I don't know.
Or are you just like a patron of the IHOP you were skating in the parking lot across the street from?
We were
and
in
he was like watching you like.
We were in like an industrial area, so
he was like that was his office.
Yeah, but he came out of like a trailer, so he might have been like living in a trailer.
He's like a fucking like just squatter.
It's an industrial area. Like skateboarding is the least noisy thing there. There's like people like doing heavy machinery and like driving forklifts and shit all around. And like, dude, my skateboard hitting the ground.
All that, he's so used to that white noise that your skateboard was like.
Well, he like took it from me, and like, dude, I was like, why are you being such a fucking asshole, dude? Like, he's like, you're being a fucking asshole, you little punk. I was like, dude, you took my fucking skateboard first. You're fucking yelling at me first. Like, you're being a fucking asshole.
I would have fought that guy.
You fucking dick. And I'm just like calling him like, dude, it felt so great. You just like, you fucking dick. Like, that's like,
yeah,
dude. And he was like,
great.
He starts like walking away with my skateboard. I was like, dude, give me that back, bro. And I like ran over, grabbed it from him. He's like, get out of here, kids.
I
dude,
fucking
fuck you. I finally get it back, and as I'm like running away, he's like, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, suck my dick, faggot.
Like, too bad my dad's the president. He's like, fucking Obama. No, dude, see, I feel weird. I've never said it before, but I like live on that. Like that's like I filter feed on public conflict like that. For some reason there's like, and it doesn't happen to me terribly often, maybe more often than someone else because I like actively seek it out.
I wonder because I kind of seek it out.
Oh, I'll sit there and like listen to conversations just waiting for some guy to be like, no, you bitch, so I can turn around and go like, respect.
Yeah, I do that too actually.
I wonder okay? do you want to ride? Like,
I wonder if like a lot of people do that because I do that. I do that too.
No, because everyone always stands there and goes like,
I know,
when I'm
but
doing
like,
it and I'm like, say something.
Yeah,
someone.
That's the thing.
As I get like fucking beanbagged.
I always feel like I have to be involved. I don't know. Maybe I don't, but like I mean, if there was something like fucking like really crazy going on, I'd get involved. Like say like, okay, stop, man. Yeah. But I feel like in order for me to really get involved, like somebody has to like be doing something to me, like that lady like behind, like
yeah.
Like
well,
fucking
okay.
like.
No, I don't feel that because working at Starbucks and getting yelled at like pretty consistently, not as much like as other people probably, but enough for me to be perturbed by it. Mm-hmm. I would look around at everyone while I was getting yelled at and go, say something. Someone, please. I'm working here to pay for my school. And this guy's just berating me.
Yeah.
So I immediately will be that person for someone. And I go, like,
yeah.
I think this would have made me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
This will make you feel good, then awesome. If not, I don't give a shit. I'm going to feel good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I seek that out Very much so. My
Yeah.
my issue, I think, with it is I get real personal real quick.
Yeah.
Like I immediately they go like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Yeah, small dick." Yeah, you fucking lonely ass bald man. And he's like, "Stop." He like slinks down in his chair.
Yeah, I mean, I do that, like, but not, I like, in the way that you do that to, like, say, like, I hope this, like, helps the person getting yelled at feel better, and also to, like, and also for, like, yourself, like, I do that, but not, like, I just make sure to be nice. I do it in that way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you do it that way, too, like, be nice to the person, like, who would be getting yelled at. The person would always be like,
I'm not, after they're like, "Thank you," I go, "Fuck it, shut up."
yeah, like, always
You
be,
pussy, can you not say something for yourself? And
that's
they're
like, that's how I always do it, like that, like, always, like, okay, just, like, treat this person
You
with
just
the
go like,
most
"Hey,"
respect possible, like, even if there wasn't like a situation, like, always, like,
Yeah.
the person, I'm sure, because I'm sure earlier that day there was a situation that I wasn't there to witness, so it's like I'm just gonna, like, be like as nice as I possibly can to these people, and like,
No matter how rude a server is to me, I will never be rude to them. That's another deal that I have. Like okay, I guess I've never been like picked on by a server or something, so I can't say that I wouldn't in that situation. But I always like I go into Starbucks regardless of how bad that employee is, and like I can tell, or anywhere, I just go like, whatever. Mm-hmm. This is one very very small moment in my entire life.
Yeah.
I think I'll be okay.
yeah,
Like, I don't think that this person hitting the wrong key and accidentally charging me a little bit more and then having to redo it is gonna ruin my life.
yeah,
I don't think this person having a sour attitude because maybe something terrible just happened to them, like their father died and they had to come to work because they couldn't get it off.
because nobody would cover, because
Yeah, because no one would fucking cover their shift. That's not gonna be detrimental to me.
yeah.
They can be mad.
And like
Fine.
when we, like, remember when we, like, sat outside of that fucking pizza place for like 2
Yeah.
fucking hours?
Yeah, that we had horrible service, and
Remember that?
yeah, it was me.
Oh yeah,
And even then, I was still so nice. I was like, "No, you know what? Thank you." And
Yeah,
like,
we all
I was
were.
never rude.
yeah.
Or we weren't rude.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the worst, dude.
Yeah,
And we still,
it was to the point where I was like, "Yo, give us the pizzas to go.
Yeah.
We have to leave." And they're like, "It's gonna be like 30 minutes because we have to cook them." And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, okay, like
Yeah.
we can't do anything now. Like, please just give us the pizzas and we'll go." Did we have
Yeah.
to pay for them?
No.
they were
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, they were free.
Yeah.
I got free pizza.
Yeah.
Like, end of story.
That's
I went
cool.
back there later and my service was okay.
Even
Did
when
you?
we're going somewhere and they
Yeah.
accidentally put mustard on my sandwich, I'm gonna eat the fucking sandwich. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be like, I said no mustard.
I
Your
can't,
face. Does that feel like mustard to you?
cause it
Because
is.
it fucking tasted
No,
like it.
I gotta do that, dude, cause
I can't. I'm just
I
like,
hate
you know what? I'll
doing
take
it.
the mustard. I don't care.
I hate doing
Onions,
it.
I'll take the onions off. Whatever.
Yeah, if it's like a thing like that, if it's anything,
a big thing, like
if it's if
I
it,
don't
If
eat
you on my
cheese.
burger, then I'd be like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm a vegetarian. You have to take that off. Sorry.
yeah, or like there's cheese melted on this, I don't eat it.
yeah,
And then it's like,
yeah,
well,
like
that's fine.
like ketchup and mustard, like the sauce, whatever
Yeah.
those are called.
If I can do it myself, like, then I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But also, like, that's another funny thing about it is I'm so like I actively seek that public confrontation, but if it's something like that that's just me, I go like, it's fine. Like, and I'm just like, okay with it.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm
Like
just
with
I'll
like
just take it.
with something like an like onion or whatever it is,
Yeah.
like something that you can take off, I'll take it off. But if it is like mustard, I don't. I'm
That's,
gonna
like,
get.
soaked in.
I'm gonna give it
That's-
back.
that's
I hate
fair.
mustard, but I'm just like, it's mustard. It's one sandwich. I'm gonna be fine.
I hate doing it. But I hate mustard that much that if I ask for no mustard and there's mustard on my sandwich.
Are you polite about it? Do you go, I asked for no mustard, can I just get like one without
Yeah,
it?
of course I am.
Then awesome. If someone was like,
Hey,
I asked
bitch.
for no whipped cream, can I just
Listen,
not
how?
get it? Then I go, yeah, not even a big deal. Let me just take it off. Do you want me to just make you a new one? I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, hey, you want to keep that one and give it to someone? Like, make it cool. But if they're like, I asked for no whipped cream, I would go, so drink the bottom
Like
Drink
at
the
Starbucks,
bottom.
For example, like she made a drink and like
with a straw.
she like made a drink
Yeah.
and I said extra light ice, but she put extra ice. And then she like didn't like put milk in it, and I was like, oh god. But I was like, you know, thank you, like have a nice day. And I was like, I can suffer through this drink.
Or
I'm
you
not
could
gonna
add
ask
milk
her
at the
to
bar.
bring me.
Suffer
I
through
feel
this
bad.
drink.
I can't. I feel bad. I'm just like.
Wait,
I was
you
like,
didn't
I'll
add-
eat it, I'll drink it. I'm not gonna ask him to.
What did
drink
you
it.
get?
I got like an iced chai tea latte or something.
Oh, so it was just like straight up tea, no milk?
Pretty much, yeah. And I was like, I could drink
That would
it,
be nasty. Chai teas are good.
Yeah.
Like, surprisingly good.
Yeah, chai tea is good.
But I never asked them to fix my drink. And I go to work and they're like, what is that? And I was like, oh, they messed up my drink. Like, go back. And I was like, no. What the fuck?
No, yeah, like, and I appreciate that, but that's something like I think it's just like if you're respectful of the person, then it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. Is I think the person that I know, like it's like a common thing to say, but it's like the way a person treats their like waiter or waitress is the way that they treat all people. But I think that that's probably very true. Because the respect that you have for someone serving your fucking food is like a big deal.
Yeah.
So
They can spit in it. They can shit in it. They can
let me
do
tell
whatever
you
they want.
fucking how. If I'm with someone who's like rude about anything having to do with food, Jesus Christ, I am so embarrassed. I've left family dinners because I've been like, I can't do this with you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, waiter or waitress, that this member of my family is so rude. I'm gonna leave. You were great. Like my little brother Jackson, we went to a fondue dinner, which I don't really like, but I went because my mom was going to Paris, so she wanted to see us. And they made the cheese a little too spicy, so he would go, "Ugh, I can't even eat any of this," and like sat back, and I was like, "Are you serious? Just eat it. Like it's just a little too spicy. Just eat it." And he was like, "It's ruined," and I was like. And like I came back and he was like, "How is everything?" And he was like, Jackson literally looked at him and was like, "You made it too spicy," and like rolled his eyes, and I was like, "I am so sorry."
I tell them like, and except my grandma, she'll have like one item in the grocery store, step behind like somebody with a cart and go, I have like, and she's like, "I have only one thing, can I cut you?" I'm like, "You don't ask people that you can cut them. That's so rude." And I tell them, I'm like, "I'm sorry, my grandma's such a bitch. Like, ignore her." I tell them, I'm like, "I'm sorry,
Yeah.
she's a bitch. Just ignore her." And I'm like, I yell at her, I'm like, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah, that is rude. But also, if you have a shit ton of stuff and there's a person behind you with one
If they
thing,
offer, that's
just go like,
fine.
"Yo, go around me."
Yeah.
It is not gonna.
That's fine.
Because that's happened to me a couple times where somebody has like said like I can go, and some like most times like I won't go because like it's like I can just wait. It's not a big deal. Like I got in line in this position. Like I'll just wait. But sometimes there are times where I'm like, oh, I just wish this person would like let me go in front of them.
Because they're like, 1 egg,
Yeah.
2 eggs, 3 eggs.
And seriously, it's like I just have one fucking thing.
I just have this Snickers bar. I could literally just steal this. Like,
But there is like sometimes like I remember one time I went to Safeway and like I was buying something and like it was late at night, so there was only like one checker. It was like seriously like midnight, and so there's only like one checker and there's no like self checkout. So everybody in Safeway has to go through like one. I think there was 2 checkers. I remember there was 2, and like
And of course, that midnight Safeway's packed as always.
yeah.
Weird. Seriously, Safeway's packed at like 1 in the morning.
not when we went.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Yeah, it was
That's a
more
good
packed.
story,
It was
though.
more packed than that. Like, fuck, I don't know. And the person was like, everybody was like waiting in line. The line was like really long, and like everybody was waiting. Like, and the one guy in front of me was like, "Oh, you can go in front of me," because I only had like one thing. And I was like, "No, it's cool. Like everybody here is waiting. Like I'll just fucking wait with you guys. Like it's not that big of a deal. I don't have to be anywhere. It's midnight. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
We're all bums.
Yeah, I'm going home after this and eating this fucking. I don't remember what it was. Wait, let me think.
Box
Let
of
me
hot
think about what
Was
it
it
was.
shrimp? Was it sushi?
No, it wasn't sushi.
I hope you weren't buying sushi at midnight at Safeway.
No, it wasn't sushi. It
Because
was
their sushi all says imitation fish meat.
shit. What was that
It
thing,
does.
Avila, that I was like really into
Yeah,
for a
I
little
get it.
while? Oh yeah, it was like, dude.
Fasteners? Oh, those French fries?
Yeah.
Was it Orida French fries or something?
No, it was like a Fridays, like a frozen thing, but it was like cheese fries with bacon on them. Dude, they're seriously so good, dude. And for like a little while, but it's so expensive, dude. For like a box, like a little box, it's like, it was so expensive. It was like $6 per box or something like that. But I was hooked on them. So I was like craving them one night at like midnight, and I just was like, I gotta go get some. So I went there, but still, it was like one thing, and the guy was trying to be nice. I was like, that's cool. I'll just fucking wait. Like, let the
Yeah,
rest
that's
do
fair.
this. Yeah.
When we were there at midnight one time, we walked. There was no one in there because
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the norm, but apparently I'm wrong. But we were behind this guy who was like, "You got a seniors discount," and then the guy was like, "Nope." And he was like, "You got a veterans discount?" And he was like, "Nope." And he was like, "Jesus Christ!" And I wanted to be like, "Yo, if you were in the army for the discount, you did it for the wrong reason,
Yeah.
dude." And then he was like, "God, like." The weather or some shit, blah blah. Or he was like, "I can't believe I live in this state" or some
No,
shit.
he was saying like, how
I
do you?
retorted to him, and I was like,
He was
"Ooh."
saying like, how do you guys live in this
Yeah, and you were
In
like, "The
this
weather's
state.
great." Like,
something? What did I say? Did I
you
say
said, "Yeah." You were like, "The weather's great. Like, it's nice," and he was just like, and like stormed out with his fucking like 24 Budweiser case that he's probably gonna drink by himself and then fucking drive and kill himself.
Yeah.
So
It's unfortunate too, because the guy that was checking out was like, he couldn't like retort, like, for multiple reasons.
yeah, number one, it's his job.
Right.
That's
But also, like, he was like kind of like, I don't know how to be politically correct.
mentally
about this.
handicapped.
Yes, okay.
He was mentally handicapped. He was obviously mentally handicapped.
Yeah.
Um,
And the guy was
yeah.
like ripping into him. I was like, dude, fucking A, man. Like, I mean, I understand like you're supposed to treat everybody equal, but like, dude, fucking
Don't rip into anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had that.
I feel like especially not somebody who's mentally handicapped. Like, I mean, right? Am I right? Or is that like is that like
Yeah, well, no, I think you could just under the moniker of "don't do it to anyone." would be
right? But
fine.
especially not somebody.
Well,
who,
yeah, like,
who
well,
like
yeah,
even
but,
if they weren't at work, they wouldn't. I don't
like,
think.
who gives a shit? Like, just he doesn't control the discount system.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
And if
Okay.
he does, then he's a fucking puppet master of it. Like, then even then, don't be mad. Like, who gives
Yeah.
a shit? It's I've had that happen so fucking much. It happened at fucking Starbucks when that guy, he was trying to return a French press with no receipt, which there's no physical way to return something at Starbucks with no receipt. I just can't do it. Mm-hmm. It's not possible. If it was, I would have taken it back. It was also obviously stolen.
Was it?
Yes.
How do you know it was stolen?
I don't want to profile. The guy was white.
Oh.
He was covered in tattoos. His face had him. He had his plaid shirt only buttoned on the top with his wife beater underneath it.
Interesting.
His fucking girl that he was with, I swear to God, was just like a prostitute. It was
Interesting.
disgusting. And they came in Saturday morning at like 7:30 a.m. So it's fucking busy as hell. And he places it down on the counter, completely unopened, like nothing is touched on it. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, I bought this from my homies, and they didn't even want it, so I'm here to return it." And I was like, "Do you got a receipt?" And he's like, "Nah, man." And I was like, "Well, I can't return it then, dude." Like, I was like, "I just physically can't. If you find the receipt, awesome. Then I'll return it for you. But if not, I can't. It's not. There's no way for me to do it. So sorry. If you want a drink, I'll go grab you one because I know it's inconvenient. So I'll just give you whatever you want, but I can't return this.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You fucking serious, man?" Like, and he starts laying into me, and I was like, "Dude, I just can't. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. There's like 30 people in line. If you could just go, that'd be great." And he was like, and he turned. My manager was at the cash register next to me, ringing. We're maybe 2 feet apart. And he turns to her, and like, while she's like helping a customer and writing some fucking shit, and he goes, "Yo, is this guy for real, or is he just like fucking pulling this on me? Like, can he not return this?" And I was like, "Dude, I can't return it. I'm sorry." And he turned to me, he was like, "Say one more word and I'll beat the shit out of you." And I literally like looked him right in the eyes and was like, "Do it then. Hit me right now." Because there was a camera right behind me. My thought process immediately was, there's a camera behind me. This is going to fuck me up. I'll go home immediately. I'll get disability. I won't have to come to work for a long time. There's no audio on the cameras. Like, immediately I was like, this is a win for me. I literally was
Other
like,
than
"Do
the
it
fact
then."
that he might beat me to death.
No, and I was literally just, I looked at him in the face and was like, "Do it then. Hit me. Do it."
And
Do
did he
it.
not?
No, he just went, "Fuck this, man," and like left the French press and like walked out. I was like,
Well,
Next-
at least you got the French press
yeah,
back
I literally
there,
like, put
so-
it behind the counter. And then after, my manager was like, "What was going on?" Like, I just heard he was really mad about something. I was like, "Thank you for backing me up." It's seriously, I would have wanted to see the camera footage because that guy, I'm not big,
Man,
and he was just like,
was that guy tall?
yeah, and he had like,
Did he have like
he had done some
he had
stuff,
tattoos on his face?
like a couple. He just,
Dude,
he would have hit me, my face cartoon style would have caved in. I would have had surgery and become like handsome Squidward.
dude, you know what would be funny? Because I ran
he
into a
had
guy. I ran into a guy like that at Safeway one night. One of our midnight trips to Safeway.
Is this like a really often thing for you guys?
Was
Eh,
it those group of kids that were fucking rude?
yeah, dude, and this
That
guy
one
fits
group
the
of kids.
this guy fits the description, dude.
Was he running
was
with a bunch of kids?
No, it wasn't kids.
It was
like
like-
they were adults.
They're
Like,
like 25.
Okay.
Little-
Oh God.
was that guy like? Was that guy? Was
Yeah, he
that,
was,
like
like,
that guy's
mid-20s.
age? Yeah, he had an afro.
Oh, I said he was.
This guy had a hat on.
Oh no, I said he's asshole age.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, I thought you said he had an afro. I was like, oh.
Asshole has no age. It's a maturity level.
I was like, I don't remember him having an afro. But yeah, dude, he was so mean to me, dude. I was like, we were in an aisle, me and Avalon, we were like looking at something, and like he walks like across the end of the aisle, and he's like being hella loud, and so like I just hear loud like and I like look over. It wasn't like that, but it might as well have been. And I just like look over, like what's going on over there? And he's like looking at me, and like, dude, hecka mean, dude. I was so bummed. Like, I felt like shit after he like looks at me,
I
dude.
like to hear what he said.
He like looks at me and he's like, I forgot. He said something first. He said,
He's like, oh,
no. He said something to me first. He like, or we like made eye contact or something, and he like looked at me and he's like. He did something rude to me, and then I was like, oh, like, okay, it's like nothing that like I don't need to look over there, like nothing's going on, it's just a loud dude. But he's like still looking at me, and I fucking feel it, and like I'm like look back at him, and then like he like gets his friends and they like start walking away, and then like as he's walking away, he's like that's an ugly ass beard, you should shave it, and I was like, oh.
That sucks.
And then you know that thing, like, and then like dude, it seriously.
And then you like see your reflection in the fridge door mirror.
And I was like, dude, like, man, it made me
that?
feel so self-conscious. And then like, I just told Avala, I was like, dude, I want to go home, Avala. Like, I don't want to be in here. I think we were like, I don't remember what we were.
shopping. We were getting food for going to go camping.
Oh, is that what we were
I get
doing?
what- no, I get
Oh
what
yeah,
you're
and I was like,
doing.
I just want to go home, Avala. Like, because he was in line and we were gonna get in line, and I was like, I don't want to be over there. And I was like, and then like after the fact, I thought of so many things that I could have said to him, but like just. You know how you do that, like, but in the moment you're just like speechless. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, I know.
fuck, you just like punched me in the stomach, basically. And like afterwards, I was like, fuck, there were so many fucking things I could have said to that guy, and I just fucking froze up, and I was like, never again, dude. I'm never freezing up again. Promise
Yeah, dude.
myself.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I don't really care, because obviously, like, that guy was like was
Yeah,
fucked
just an
up.
asshole.
He was obviously like not in a good place in his life. Like I could just tell by like the
Like him and
way.
his friends were trying to fucking steal like.
Yeah, like Jelly Bellies or something fucking stupid.
I was gonna say alcohol, but Jelly Bellies are equally as bad.
Yeah, like dude, like yeah, I don't know. He was just like
You can steal more Jelly Bellies.
I was just like, dude, like whatever. I don't really care. I cared at the moment, but now I don't really care. Like
That's a shitty
I
thing. You
didn't-
can care. It's fine.
I did care, but I don't anymore. Like I'm over it now. Like
Yeah, because that guy's probably dead.
yeah, or like trying to return shit to
Probably
Starbucks and like.
choked on his fucking Jelly Bellies.
I bet it was the same guy, dude. Like did he have brown hair?
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure
Normal
like
guy.
this guy was like he was like tall and like lanky and like he had tattoos on his face. He had tattoos on his body too, like on his legs and stuff.
I didn't see. He had like pants on.
And he was like dressed kind of the same. Like he was wearing like basketball shorts with like a wife beater and like sandals with socks with flip.
Yeah. Yes. I don't like that.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, shit, man. Like dick, such a dick.
Right? Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't shave my beard, so.
Good. You shouldn't have.
I wanted to though, honestly. I
Ah.
like went home and like was like looking in the mirror and like Heather was like.
No, I did.
No,
that.
I wasn't like that. I didn't cry or anything. But it did.
I
It
don't
was like,
even-
oh, but.
Some random person was like, "Oh," they like. I think they like looked at my mustache and was like, "Oof, you look like a child molester with that. You should shave it." When it was like handlebarred, like how it is now,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Like, and I went home and I like trimmed it and then was like, "I look dumber." Like, oh! And I caved, dude. It sucked. It
You
hurt my
ca-
like.
You caved by like shaving it. You caved or by trimming it.
Yeah,
You caved?
yeah, exactly. And then I was like, "What the fuck?" Now it looks dumber, and then I had to wait for it to grow back.
Yeah.
Which is it's way worse than having that. And then I was like, what the hell? Why do I even give a shit what this person thinks about me?
Yeah, and then I was like thinking, but it didn't even really like help at all. Like I was like thinking, like, dude, what the hell? Like the girls that he was with and the guy that he was with are scum,
Yeah.
scum of the earth. And I was like, dude, I'm better than this guy in every single way. Like I've got like a pretty girlfriend and like
Long ass hair.
a nice like a job probably better than he has, which wasn't even a good job in the
Come on
beginning.
now.
Like it's like, dude, like I've got like hobbies and passions and like I've never done drugs and like this guy's a wreck. Why did I let him get to me so bad? Like, but he did, dude. I don't fucking know, man. It was shitty.
I would like to tell my absolute favorite public confrontation story that involves me ever.
Okay, is it the
Um,
Lowe's one?
What?
Is it the Lowe's one?
No! I forgot about that one.
Oh. Well,
No.
what's this one? Have I heard
It's
it?
the Mountain Mike's pizza party one.
I gotta hang out with you more often.
I never heard this one.
You haven't?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
you have. Okay. 16 years old Austin at his brother's end of the year soccer party. In mountain bikes, minding my own business. Here's a little bit of backstory on this. There was this one kid on the team who was a fucking dickweed. Like, he was the like textbook bad kid. Like, him and his older brother, they were like 6 and like 8. Took a rock to their mom's car and carved hell into the door.
Jesus.
And like would just push kids and like scream all the time and would like just be hitting everyone on the team. And every kid fucking hated this kid, obviously. Every parent was very aware that this kid was just a shit fucking head. And I would see it all the time and be like, what the fuck? This was the first time I ever did anything like this. And that's why I knew how good it felt, is I peaked. But it was like, so all of that had happened. And I knew about this kid and I was just like, fuck those parents, man. Like, they don't do shit and they're always there. They just sit there like quietly, or the mom like gossips to the other moms on the baseball team and is like, am I right, ladies? And they're all like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, she thinks that she's like she talked about high school a lot. I remember from being like at the couple games I was at, she'd always be like, and at Livermore High where I went, and I would always just be like,
dude,
like,
she
I
peaked.
vividly remember
She
that.
peaked back then, dude.
Yeah, which is why I wanted to fucking give it to her. And I waited. Yeah. I raped her. No, that's not funny. So I,
No, that's not funny. I raped your kids.
yeah, no, I'm not gay.
Just joking. That's not funny either.
It's not funny.
Kind of
Rape
funny.
isn't funny.
In the right context.
Nope.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
at
sorry.
Mountain
I'm
Mike's.
sorry.
The entire soccer team is there, and my brother Jaden, who I was 16, so Jaden was 9. Yes, he was 9 years old. So Jackson was 6. Jaden was at the claw machine, playing the claw game, and the younger one of these shitbag devil kids was behind him. No, he was in front of him, and Jaden was waiting to play the claw. And the kid, I know his full name. I'm not gonna say it. It doesn't matter. Nick Gladen. I hope you hate yourself. I hope you see this one day and you go, "Oh, I was that shit kid."
Wait. You
last-
said you weren't gonna say it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit now.
Oh.
Hope Mama Gladen hears this too. Hope I ruined you. So he's playing the claw machine, and I'm literally just sitting at the table, like, not doing anything. Just like, why am I here? I want to go home. Like, why am I at my brother's fucking end of the year soccer party? So I chilling there, and the kid, I guess he ran out of quarters. So he turned around to my brother Jaden, and I heard him go, "Give me your quarters. I'm not done playing." And Jaden was like, "No, this is mine. Are you serious?" Like, and the kid said, "Give him to me," and like grabbed Jaden and started like pushing him. So I walked up and I grabbed the kid by the shoulder, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, stop!"
Yeah.
Little kid. And the mom runs up and grabs my wrist and goes, "Get your hand off my little kid!" And I went, "Look, bitch!" in front of everyone as loud as I fucking could in Mountain Mike's, and was like, "Your kid is the shittiest kid in the world, and that's literally just a comment on you, you fucking bitch. Everyone here hates you, and you don't even realize it. You are so fucking unself-aware. You have the worst kids. Your husband just sits there and says nothing because you're such a dominating-ass bitch. Everyone hates you. You should just leave, okay?" And she was like, "I think it's your time to go." And I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's your time to leave this fucking soccer party. Take your shitty kids with you, please. Just fucking leave. I don't even give a shit." And it was like 5 minutes of me just screaming at the top of my lungs at this woman right in her face. And she like takes her kids and like storms out, and her husband was like sitting at the table like, and I walked over to him immediately. He's like, "I'm sorry." And I like went and I just sat down again and was like, and then they sat in their car waiting for us to leave before they would go back in. And every single fucking parent came up to me like, "I wanted to say that to her so bad." And my response was like, "Why didn't you?
Yeah.
Why did the 16-year-old have to do it?
Seriously.
Come on. Really though, why? Riddle me that." That was the first time I ever had it. It was awesome. My mom wasn't even in the room for that. She like came in at the end of it. I turned to her and I was like, "This bitch needs to leave." Like, and she was like, I was just like, I turned. I changed that day. I felt like this welling courage inside me immediately, and I just couldn't stop. And it made me feel good.
Yeah, that's sick.
And then I did my like years at Starbucks. The Lowe's thing happened.
The Lowe's thing was sick too.
Yeah.
What's the lowest thing?
You don't know that? How much time are we at?
We're good.
Are we?
What does it say on there?
It doesn't.
We're good.
1,913.
Wait, if I do the math.
We have time for others.
Yeah, sure.
This story isn't even very long. Okay, so this story. I was at Lowe's. It was winter because Christmas decorations were up.
Mm-hmm.
To set the scene for you.
Okay.
Before I looked the way I do now, if you could just pull an old picture of me and put it up in this part of the podcast so someone could just see how I looked a lot different. My hair was swooped over in what many people would call a Justin Bieber haircut. I like to think of it as an early Beatles haircut. I didn't have any facial hair at all. It was very clean cut. I'm not the most masculine man in the world. I'm just not. So that's that. And I'm cool with it. I like how I look. I liked how I looked then. I was very happy with it.
Yeah. Like skinny jeans were a big thing.
Yeah. So like I was on that train. So I went to Lowe's because my Xbox had broken and I wanted to fix it myself, giving it the old college try. But I like misplaced a screw or something, not knowing that they use specific size screws that you couldn't get at the store.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went like, well, I'm just gonna go get that screw, whatever. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I drove to Lowe's.
Lowe's hardware
I
store.
went to Victoria's house first, or I was at her house when I was like, I gotta go get that screw. I'll be right back. She lives close to Lowe's. Not as close as I do. So then I went to Lowe's, and I was like looking all around for this screw. I had the screw in my hand. And I was like, I can't fucking find it. Like, what the hell? So this guy was walking past me, and not too generalized. I don't give a shit. Typical bro guy. Like his hair was all like spiked and kind of gelled. He had his ear pierced with some sick cubic zirconium earrings that were too big. Like his jean pockets had like a lot going on. I remember that. And he like his shirt was really form fitted and like everything, like, and he was like muscular, like a dude, like
a douche.
yeah. That's what yeah. So he was that. He worked at Lowe's. He had a Lowe's apron on. So he walks past me and I go, hey man, I can't find this screw and I feel like I'm just being dumb and just looking right past it. I would also like to say that this night all I had on was a pair of black pants, a black sweatshirt that was zipped all the way up, and like a blue t-shirt underneath it. So I like was dressed relatively normal. Like and the guy all he said, like, and he tried to like say it under his breath too, but was loud enough that I could distinctly hear it. Goes, this gay boy needs to fix his blow dryer, and like turns to the screw rack, and I literally was like, excuse me? Like, what? And he was like, oh, nothing. And I was like, get your manager. And he was like, no, it's not a big deal. And I was like, get your fucking manager, dude. Like, okay. So he like comes back with his manager, and I was like, I would like to inform you that your fucking employee just called me gay in front of everyone in this store. And he was like, I'm so sorry, like, he's new, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fire him! Do it now! Like, right now! And by this time, like, everyone was, like, gathering around because I'm loud.
Yeah.
I'm very loud, especially when I'm mad. And I was like, fire him! Like, come on! And they were like, he's new, you know? And I was like, fucking fire him! And they were like, we're gonna talk to him. And I was like, you're gonna fire him! Like, he called me gay! And I'm not, but if I was, like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
That's a class action lawsuit deal.
I mean, he called you gay, like, in a derogatory
yeah,
way.
it's not like he was like, oh man, you're gay. Like, and I am gay, but he means it in like a, that's what you are?
Yeah.
Yes. Or like, yeah.
Yeah, but he was like, you're gay.
Like you're
that's
gay,
a bad
and
thing.
that means stupid.
Yeah.
So he said that to me. I got offended. Not because I have a problem with gay people, but because you shouldn't say that where you work. You shouldn't use derogatory remarks at your place of work.
To potential customers.
Because if you want to say it to like your friends as a joke and it's like not hurting anyone, then that's fine. Who gives a shit? But like, try to say it under your breath in front of the fucking customer, you sly ass dude. Like, good job.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna talk to him. We can give you like 20% off whatever you want to buy today. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, no, I'm not gonna fucking buy anything here. You're gonna fucking fire him. 30 people are all around me. I was like, this guy called me fucking gay. Like, and you're gonna defend him? Like, this is fucking ridiculous. You cannot do that. Like, and I was flipping out, and they were like, I'm sorry, sir, you're gonna need to lower your voice. And I was like, are you being for real? Like, I am not going to do that. I don't have to do that. I came here to fix an Xbox, and I was told that I was a homosexual who needed to fix a blow dryer? That's a joke. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't realize that I was in the wrong on that.
Yeah.
Everyone here. And I did the thing again where I turned around and I was like, say something, everyone who is watching. this just happened and you're all gonna just watch it?
Yeah.
Like, I hope you get a good story, everyone. This is great, right? And I was like, are you going to fucking fire him? And they were like, no, we're gonna talk to him. And I was like, then I'm fucking leaving. Thank you. And there was a nice gigantic pile of power tools that said, for him, Christmas. And I kicked out the bottom one and knocked him all over and was like, and I left. And that was, oh god, it felt so good because I literally just blasted it and was like, fuck this place. And then I left.
And they all...
Yeah, they came down everywhere. Like, and I was just like,
That's sick.
didn't get my Xbox fixed. I got a new one.
Remember the guy's name?
No. But he got fired because I saw him like 3 days later in the parking lot, and I drove by and my windows were down, and I like looked at him and he was walking out and he was like, fucking lost my job. And I was like, cool. And I went and cashed my paycheck and I was like, fuck that guy. This is awesome. Like, and I just blasted some arena rock and was like, yeah, I just turned up ZZ Top and everything was sick.
We party all night.
Yeah, exactly. It was just fucking Quiet Riot forever. And that was that.
Oh wait,
I don't
what,
go back
what is
to
it?
Lowe's.
Is it We Party All Night?
No, you shook me all night.
Oh,
long.
yeah.
It's the AC/DC one. Yeah, that works. Yeah, no, I have not. I don't go back to Lowe's for anything, because they were very unwilling to fucking do anything about it.
Yeah.
And then I posted it on Reddit, and every comment I got back was either ha ha ha, this is funny, like I'm sorry this happened, but it is funny, which is cool. It is funny. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't be sorry for laughing at that happened to me. It's a ridiculous situation. But all the other comments were like, unfortunately, this has happened to me at Lowe's. Like, this is not an uncommon thing. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have a policy against it. They're not going to do anything about it, unfortunately. Like, it's just like a thing for them in their values. And I said, that's fine. Their company values can be what they are, but they can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So,
Dude, I know. I've gone to Lowe's too and have had stuff happen like that to me. Not anybody call me gay, but like, just like employees be like so mean to me, like
Right?
so like disrespectful and so like demeaning.
yeah, and it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
Like,
dude, it's like
what happened to you?
This is your job. Like, you're supposed to help me out here. Like, you know this place. I don't know this place.
Who didn't love you enough as a child?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking a guy about light bulbs, and he just was like, dude, he was just so uninterested in helping me. And I was like, he was like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, I'm just trying to like learn about light bulbs, man. Like, honestly, I just want to know about them. Like, I just want to know the difference between all the light bulbs.
So that when you do need to do something, you can make an informed decision, and
Yeah.
also it's like a cool thing to know.
Yeah, and he came up to me and asked me, like, because I was in the light bulb section, and I was like turned around, looking away from the light bulbs, looking at something else, something sick that looked like a robot arm or something. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
He's like,
I was
"Can
like,
help you,
I was like
sir?"
looking at it, I was like holding it, and he walked up and he was like, "Could I help you with something?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," and I like put it down. I was like, "Actually, I was like looking at the light bulbs. I was like, can you like tell me about them? Like, I'm just curious about light bulbs." And he was just so unwilling to help me, and I was like, and he was like, he was just so
the point?
demeaning about everything. Like, every question I asked, he was like, I don't know, can't you just like Google it or something? And I was like, dude, I could, but I would rather come and like talk to somebody who.
If any time at my work I said, I don't know, you could just like Google it or something, they would immediately have me in the office and be like, are you serious?
Yeah, dude. He
Unless
was
it's
so,
something that like we don't know, like, hey, my dog has this insane purple welt on its belly. What
Yeah.
can I do about it? I'd be like, I would take it to the vet, Google it maybe. Like,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It was just such
but
a
not
dick.
like a dude. Can't you just like read about this?
And
on
like
your
after
own?
like 5 or 10 minutes of talking to him, he was like, "I'm not the light bulb guy. Like I could bring you to somebody who is the light bulb guy." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that."
yeah, man. Was that at Lowe's?
Yeah.
You should not go there. Home Depot's much better. And I have a stigma against Lowe's. So grain of salt.
I have a stigma against it too, because every time I go in there and try to talk to the employees, they're always dicks. All of them always are. But Lowe's is so much closer to my house that it's like, it's shitty, but it's like I don't want to drive across town to go to Home Depot. Like
That's
when I
fair.
have to like drive past Lowe's to get to it. Like
Every time I drive past Lowe's, I fucking flip it off and I just go like, "Fuck that
by
place."
yourself in the car. Like
Yeah, it's just for me. Like, but yeah,
Like last time I went to Lowe's, I was looking for like an L bracket to hang my mirror.
yeah.
And when you walk in as a customer service right there, I was like, hey, I don't really know where the L brackets are. Like I don't know where anything is in general. I'm a girl.
'Cause I'm a lady.
Lowe's, like so. And so he's like, Pacey, he's like, 23, and he like walked away, and I was like, okay. And I don't know where the fuck aisle 23 is, so I'm looking around, and it's like all the way in the back corner. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there's nothing there. And so I come back and I find this other guy, and I was like, do you know where L brackets are? And then he's like, And then he was actually nice. He was like, oh, what are you looking for? And he like showed me something else better. And like, he was nice. But that one guy was just like 23. And he like walked away.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Dude.
Maybe he was reenacting his favorite scene from the movie, 23.
Yeah, and then
23. It's like everywhere, and you're
he
like,
like
douche.
he like walks off like around the corner like to end scene, and then Apple's like, God, and walks away, and he like walks back around the corner. He's like, so where'd you go?
That was my monologue. God, that girl was looking for. I grabbed an L bracket. I was just gonna give it to her, and you're like, fuck,
I was like,
douche.
God, asshole.
Yeah, that guy that I berated was probably like, let's see how someone likes it when I call them gay. And he's like a gay guy to like show someone how it is. And I'm like, fire this guy. And he's like, no. And that's why they were like, he doesn't mean it. And I was like, no, don't fuck it. No. Kicked over the drills that he had just like put up. So he was like, what have I done? Yeah, man. Public confrontation is my thing. People need to stop being so entitled and rude. Maybe I should stop seeking it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody just needs to...
Don't be rude in front of me.
We all need to try to be better. I try to be better. I understand I could still be a dick sometimes, but...
I'm a dick a lot of the time.
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying, at least.
Yeah. That's the thing is I don't mean to, and then afterwards I go, ooh, that was really rude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, immediately. Well, cool.
Well, sorry we didn't do this.
Oh, whatever. It's fine. It's not like it's only due Thursday or anything.
We got...
No, this was a good conversation.
I accidentally got us onto something else.
No. This was good. I liked this. I like this forum. So he gave me a little soapbox to stand on and goes, Lowe's is a piece of shit.
Lowe's is a piece of shit.
Yep.
Mr. Lowe's is a piece of shit.
Robert Lowe?
Robert Lowe.
Rob Lowe. Oh, whoops. The actor who owns it. I fucking hate you. But I do like you on Parks and Rec, so sad to see you go.
All right, well,
cool. Thanks for listening to this. I hope our stories were good. I felt like they were.
Yeah, I hope. Let us, if you listened all the way to the end of this, tell us a funny thing that happened to you, or a fucked up thing that happened to you, or a mean thing that happened to you while working at a retail job or going into a fucking Lowe's.
Just anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere. Let us know.
Do it. Yep.
I want to hear some funny ass shit, or some like fucked up ass shit.
Yeah, I mean, take it with a grain of salt.
I'm probably gonna laugh at.
You gotta laugh at it.
I'm probably gonna laugh at the fucked up.
I laugh at the Lowe's story. I laugh at the fucking mom
the Lowe's story is a funny thing.
It is a funny thing.
And I think fully like justifiable.
Oh, definitely.
Like I remember when you told me that story, you were like, "Did I do the right thing?" And I was like, "Yes, I feel like you did."
Yeah, I felt a little bad about it
because you had told it to somebody else, and they were like, "Why'd you do that?"
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, "No, dude, I feel like that is fine. I feel like you deserve to kick all those drills."
I remember going home, and my mom was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I told her the whole story. She was like, "Did you have to use the language? God, everyone probably was so embarrassed of you." And I was like,
"Oh yeah, no, I fully
Me?
support. I fully support
Me?
that."
Not like I was running in there yelling the N-word at him or something, or saying like, "You midgets!" You can't say that. You can't say that.
It would be one thing if we really were midgets, but
we're not. And there is a midget over there. And she's like, and she's like crying, so that everyone's like, "Fuck you, Austin!" It's like, "Fuck you, gay boy! Go fix your blowjob."
Gay boy.
Maybe he said, "Oh, this Game Boy. Like, I needs to fix this blow dryer also because my hair was disheveled." And I was like, "Gay?"
This game.
I actually thought about that a lot for a while after, and I was like, "Dude, what if I misheard him?"
Oh,
I know that I didn't.
Yeah, no.
But what if I had?
No, he called you gay boy.
Whatever. All right. Thanks for listening. Please send us something if you want to.
Have a good weekend. See you guys later. Bye bye.